Gemini, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late April 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Gemini collective. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going for you here. My guide spirit team, talk to me. What do we got for Gemini in late April? We are in Taurus season, which means, hey, your birthday's right around the corner, my friends. I hope you're getting ready. But yeah, let's get this going. And I'm just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows. So I always find that very intriguing and interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Gemini in late April. See what's happening. Talk to me, my gods. Energies and messages from my good friends here. Okay, so the concept of time could be huge here. Some of you might be waiting on something, waiting on like to hear back. That's a possibility. This card could be so many different things, but I always mention that the concept and the construct that is time is super important with this card. It comes out rarely. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the April subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk a little bit about this card. So if you look at the imagery here, we have this lovely lady. She's in a hood of some sort, and she's holding that hourglass with the sand slipping through the glass, the glass slipping through her fingers, just like the days of our lives. You know the deal. It's an old school joke right there. But to me, this card, once again, represents time in all its facets. Now, I personally believe that we all experience time in different ways, right? Some days it feels like the day is dragging. It takes forever. Some days it's like, all right, where did the time go? It's already bedtime. So for a portion of you, there could be something around that. Once again, you could be waiting on something specific, waiting on a specific time, specific person. Like this card can represent the waiting game. Hopefully you're not feeling like you're wasting time or losing time when this card shows up. Now, it's also Saturnian. That's the type of energy like Saturn. So this energy could be a little bit constricted. So hopefully you're not like feeling pressurized or constricted by anything. But we're just going to leave that as it is. It is what it is, right? Let's get into tarot. And I always say that first card over here, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. The card's already trying to jump out of my hands. Shuffle it up one time for you, Gemini. Let's see what we got. Guides and spirit team. And while we get this deck shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about your reading last week. It was a nice positive reading, if I remember correctly. It was titled A Massive Offer. And that's what I was seeing within the reading itself, whether it's offers coming your way, opportunities coming your way. It felt really nice. So I'm hoping that energy did come in for you. Remember, that could still bleed over for the next couple of weeks. But let's see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone that you're linked to. You know it could go any which way when it comes to tarot. So let's get you 3 cards to start. What do we got? 3 cards for my good Geminis, late April. What do we got? All right, 4 Pentacles. Yeah, there's that constricted energy that I was just speaking about, like with the Saturnian type of vibe. All right, let's just put this 4 Pentacles up by the amethyst. Now, to me, this card could be very good for some cases, like especially monetary, financial. Let's get a couple more. Where the 4 of Pentacles gets rough is when we're talking about like connections, relationships normally. Now, all right, that could be you right here, the Knight of Swords. Now that's something opening up real quick here. Okay, so there's a very jarring shift of energy here in the spread where it goes like 0 to 100. Let's get one more. Quick. Super quick. All right, we got the 2 of Cups. And the Ace of Pentacles flipped over in my hand, but it didn't come out. So any of you that are new here, you know I only read jumpers. But I just want to mention that Ace of Pentacles did show its face for a moment. All right, so let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into the juicy, intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, we have a nice mixture of elements and energies happening here. We got earth, we have air, we have water. One thing that I will mention in my style of reading, when I see air and water, those represent the inner internal energies. So for a lot of you, there could be a lot of stuff going on within you. Now that could be good, bad, or indifferent. It really depends on how this all plays. But one thing I'm seeing here is like we go from this stop, grounded, clamped down type of energy to just like explosive energy, just opening wide up. So this could be really good. Let's go through piece by piece and really start to build this out. So position number one, we have the Four of Pentacles. Like I mentioned, this card is the epitome of a double-edged sword. So it does have good vibes to it. For a portion of you, this card could represent saving money. So you might be saving up for a big purchase. You might be saving up in general, stashing money for a rainy day. That's a big vibe with this. You might be budgeting, or Spirit's asking you to do such, like get into the numbers, dot the I's, cross the T's, really make sure your spending is on point. But once again, it's a big card of like saving money away for whatever reason. Also, investing is a big thing when this card shows up. Now, if we aren't talking about money, if we're not talking about business or anything in that realm, this is a clamp down type of energy, right? Like it could be something that you are not letting go of. It could represent a person that might be a little possessive. It could represent a person that might be a little jealous. I'm not calling you that, but there could be a person around you that exhibits those traits when the Four of Pentacles is here, because it's like a possessive type of energy. So we'll really want to see what's up with it. Now, if we're just talking about how the energy plays in general, as I've already mentioned a couple times, the Four of Pentacles is not budging. Okay, this is an energy, it's standing pat, it's standing firm, it's not moving, it's not doing nothing. Moving to the center, we get this energy flipped on its head completely. So I would say for some of you, watch out for issues with finances that could be going up and down, or it's just like a drastic change. Hopefully it's for the better. Now, the Knight of Swords, in my simplistic style, could just represent you because you're an air sign. It's not gender specific. Could be another air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And this knight, out of all the knights, is the fastest. It's about taking action. It's forward movement. It's forward progress. I see this knight, it's going towards something like a rocket. So next to a card like the Four of Pentacles, I feel like a breakthrough possibly for some of you, or just the energy busting wide open. It's like explosive in that nature. So there could be something that changes like very drastically or very quickly in whatever situations you're going through. Now, what are some of the tough aspects? I mean, this isn't tough, but knights could speak about messages and talking to, especially this Knight of Swords. But the tougher side of this knight is that it's very aggressive. This could be a combative type of energy as well. So I don't know if there's something that you're fighting against or combating with or going up against a person. Like, watch out for things like this when this Knight of Swords is here, because it can represent conflict and it's going towards it full steam ahead. So we'll see. As I already mentioned several times, you see here where this energy just breaks through. It gets completely flipped. So there could be things in your life that are changing, situations that are changing, even feelings that are possibly changing. Because when we get to the back end here, we have the Two of Cups. Now, all twos in tarot could represent decisions. They could represent choices. This Two of Cups is a soul tie or a partnership, someone that's very near and dear to your heart. Now, if we're talking in generalized terms, this could just represent somebody in your circle, someone that you're very close with. The clarifier could tell us how they're feeling or something that they might be going through. I feel like this is a very good card. It's just silky smooth, easygoing, very similar to the Lovers in that sense. So I want to see what's up with that. Now, as far as a challenge of the Two of Cups, of course, it could sometimes represent somebody you're not seeing eye to eye with, or just that could be someone you're missing as well. It really depends on how it goes. So I want to dive deeper on all of it, Gemini. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for you, my friends. Let's see what we got. Guides and Spirit Team, what's happening for Gemini? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Four of Pentacles, though. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Gemini, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, Four of Pentacles here. What's it doing here for my friends? Yeah, there's going to be something that changes really, really quick, or there's going to be some sort of breakthrough, because look at the energies that are surrounding this Four of Pentacles. It's like the two fastest cards in the deck, arguably, are right around it. Now, the Chariot. similar to the Knight of Swords, could represent distance, it could represent travel, so some of you might be planning a travel of some sort, but to me, it is the only card that's faster than this Knight of Swords. Now, you might just be connected to a Cancerian or somebody with Cancer placements, but it is breaking through. And that's just how this energy feels. Like for a lot of Geminis in this time, whether it is like very sudden changes or just unexpected changes where the energy just flips completely. It goes from like one extreme to the next. That's what I'm picking up here in a very big way. So I would say for a lot of you, hopefully this is in the positive sense where something that may have been stalled, delayed, or something you may have thought was an issue could really quickly solve itself. Because for a lot of you, once again, either it's something that changes like unexpectedly or surprisingly, whole situation, or this is a breakthrough energy, okay, which could be good, especially if you've been experiencing delays. Once again, I do need to give that little, I don't want to call it a warning, it's not that serious, but with the Four of Pentacles, Chariot, Four of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, there could be a lot of ups and downs with money, like easy come, easy go. But we're going to keep moving forward to that Knight of Swords. Like I said, we'll talk about it more during the recap, but I feel like something that changes really quick, like surprisingly, like a whole situation. And hopefully it's from rough to good and not the other way around. But you know, just take it how it hits. This could be something that just happened really out of nowhere where it's like, okay, that went downhill real quick. Or that went uphill really quick. I like it for the most part. So let's see why that Knight of Swords is in the mix for you. That's the Knight of Swords here. I mean, I've been seeing this for you in recent weeks as well. It makes sense. Yeah, Knight of Wands. This energy is not calming down in the slightest, my friends. Now we have the fire-air combination right in the center. It's like we have the 1, 2, 3 fastest moving cards in the whole deck. Like we go from Chariot to Knight of Swords to Knight of Wands. They're all in full flight. So I would say this, if there is some sort of problem that you're going through or a situation that you're finding tough that's hard to deal with on your own, don't be afraid to call in the reinforcements, because that's kind of a vibe I'm picking up here. Like with the Chariot and the 2 Knights, they're all moving towards this Four of Pentacles. It's like they're all attacking this issue. They're all attacking this problem. So if you're going through something that's tough, don't be afraid or nervous to reach out to people that could help you. That's a big energy we're picking up. But once again, this energy is not slowing down in the slightest. It's like all right, it breaks through, but then it goes up another level. So it's like boom, 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 boom. It keeps going up. So hopefully, once again, this is things improving, getting better for you, and it's not deteriorating. Because with the fire-air combination in the center, it's just very unpredictable. So much fast-moving type of energy. So take it however it hits. Once again, we have most of the zodiac sign represented here now because this is fire signs. So we got fire signs, we got air signs, we got the Cancers. So just take it however it hits for you. And this night is extremely similar. Another thing I can say, if there's someone you haven't been talking to, or someone that you've fallen out of contact with, a portion of you could be hearing from that individual right now, especially you've been staying quiet, not saying nothing. Like this, all this energy could be moving in, okay? So I would expect, once again, aside from the surprising changes and shifts, this could be talks and communication coming in very suddenly. Let's keep moving over to the 2 of Cups. I mean, the whole perspective of this reading has shifted really quickly. That's one thing I will say. So hopefully this is for the better. So let's go in on that 2 of Cups. That's 2. Super quick, super quick. Yeah, we have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse underneath this 2 of Cups. Okay. Once again, I mean, there could be a person. All right. I'm not going to edit what I'm saying, but I'm going to try to tactfully say this in a really slick way. There could be a person that you're connected to where you feel like all they do is take. All right. There could be a person that you're connected to where you might just feel something is not balanced in this connection. Okay. Whether it is something within themselves, whether it's something within the connection. To me, it just feels like, all right, well, no, there's an issue here. There's something that's just not right. There's something that's off. That's the energy this is giving me. Now, the 6 of Pentacles in reverse could also represent something that you are no longer giving your energy to. Or once again, something that changes and like really switches up on you quick. So I would watch out in this time. I mean, even for cross watchers could go the same. The 6 of Pentacles in reverse is like, okay, well, you know what? I put so much energy into it, I'm not going to put as much energy into it anymore. So maybe keep that in mind. If someone's been coming at you, eventually they're going to run out of energy. That's just an energy I'm picking up here in a big way. But once again, some of you might really realize there's certain people in your life where they take more than they give, or there's just something about the connection or something about them in general that's just a little off balance. Okay, so you just take that however it hits for you. Let's go through and do a quick recap, because there's a lot of movable energy here. Remember, this could go any which way. If you kindly look in the box, we're starting here in the very first position with this clamped down, immovable Four of Pentacles energy. It is clarified by the Chariot. It is surrounded by the two fastest moving knights. So once again, I'm getting like things changing surprisingly or unexpectedly, like really quick, or you could be experiencing big breakthroughs, which would be really nice, especially if you've been having like little delays and things that have been making you wait. To me, this is breakthrough type of energy, which is really good and very much claimable. Move into the center, it stacks. So it's like we have this initial breakthrough, and then it's like more. So it's like going up and up and up and up. So once again, hopefully that's in the positive for you, and it's not something that's deteriorating, because I feel like, all right, once the floodgates open, boom, this energy just starts kicking its way in. Moving to the back end, we have the Two of Cups with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. I did give a couple of little things. There could be someone where you feel like there is something off in the connection, where someone takes more than they give, or there's just something off balance here. Do I feel like it's 10 of Swords, like it has to, like, that's it, over and done forever? No, but I'm also getting the vibe of someone saying, like, you know, I'm not going to give as much to this, whether that be a friendship or something else. You take that however it hits. But yeah, please take a screenshot of that, Gemini. See what's in the shadows for you. I mean, that reading it went in a lot of different areas this week, that's for sure. But let's see what's in the shadows for Gemini. Gods, please talk to me. And yeah, I always like to pull one of these at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards do not always have to be a challenge. They could be a very good thing. So let's see what we got. All depends. And if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love and appreciation for all my members. I really do. So let's get your shadow card. What do we got? What is in the shadows for the Geminis? There it is. Thank you. Okay, Five of Wands. So very similar tone of this energy that we've been picking up throughout the whole entire thing. Now, the Five of Wands, I always say, is a very self-explanatory type of card, because it's five people that are just beating the tar out of each other with sticks. So of course it could represent conflict. So in the shadows, it could be conflicted emotions about something, where you're feeling like hot and cold, or this way and that way. It's like very back and forth if we're talking about one's emotional state. Now, in the positive, this card could represent somebody that's then wants or is adding a little spice to their life. Okay, this card in the positive could be very playful, roughhousing type of energy. So when it shows up in the shadows, hopefully you're not feeling bored lately, or there might be a portion of you that you feel like you just need to add a little spice to life, like shake it up, which could be a very good message when this shows up in the shadows. But once again, watch out for the internal conflict, feeling like two ways about something. If that's not you, it could be someone you're connected to. But yeah, Gemini, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details. The April subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you could check out my digital calendar and schedule at mastermetaphysics.com. And if you got your name in for the March subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced on April 1st. But for the April subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot in Wonderland. It's one of my favorite decks. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, if you had to switch your zodiac sign, which sign would you choose to be out of the whole 12? So if you do that, you'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love. And I'll see you soon.